It's a van race breakdown.
Welcome to another van race breakdown. I'm Rob, and I'm going to be breaking down Orbital 3. It happened just this past Friday. I'm in the comfort of the van. It's a rainy day here in Cincinnati. I got Luna behind me. She's chilling, and we're going to show you how to fail twice in the same breakaway at the end of a race. And hopefully I learned something out of this. And if you don't mind, do not subscribe to this channel. Do not like, do not comment. We're trying to keep this simple. I don't want subscribers. I don't want to be getting in your feed. All I want to do is break down races. Here we go. All right, here we go. Started this race in third lap. Started my GoPro in the third lap. This is the Orbital series. It's a newer race. It's awesome. I love it because they have several events on Friday nights, which is really awesome. I love the course layout. There's a couple technical turns, 2 of them. This is one, and then you'll see the chicane on the other side. I like this race because it's safe. There's no curbs to worry about. Everyone that races it can get into a flow. And one of the things, though, it's a newer race, so folks are still figuring out that they should ride in this. But I think we had 12 or 15 riders in the 1, 2, 3, so pretty small field. But it becomes a lot of fun because it's just a smash fest. And as you'll see, there's a lot of attacking going on. I'm on the Brilliant Advice team in the white kits. There's 5 of us, although 2 of our guys had already raced this evening. We start off about the first 3 quarters. There's the second technical turn, and then the fireworks begin. I don't even think we got through the first lap before things started getting crazy. I snap here to the 4th lap, and this is when the attacks start. That's Nick. He actually raced earlier in the night too, but he's super strong. Good friend of the team, but he's off, and I figure, well, I may as well mark this. I spike up the watts, and I figure let me get on Nick's wheel as fast as I can so that I'm not chasing for a long time, which is why I spiked it. I get on and I say, let's go. And Nick and I know each other well enough that he knows I'll work with him. We have our sprinter Richie, and then I go into fast forward mode. He was not pedaling that fast. Just kind of take you through here. We eventually get caught. I just want to show you. We were away for a few laps. I thought we were going to be able to make it stick, but we weren't. This was early in the race. Guys were still fresh, and it's hard to get away when they can see you on so many open stretches of this road. So that attack burnt some matches. You know, in his draft, I'm doing high 200s, 300 out of his draft. I'm trying to keep it above 330. Which is 153 pounds, so that's a decent clip for me. And Nick's just a time trial stud, and he was able to really help, but we got brought back. And at lap 10, I don't think they had published the number of laps yet until we get to about 20 minutes to go in the race. So Sean, really strong rider, young kid out of Marion University. He rides for Sustainable, and he just kind of starts slow rolling off the front. My teammate Mark grabs his wheel, and Sean starts like kind of slowly ramping up the power. Mark's following. We get to the chicane. I start slowing down, and I'm kind of want to help them create a gap. So I slow down. I let them know, hey, there's a gap, and they take off. This forces other teams to close with the idea of making this thing spicy. This rider catches them, but it all gets pulled back together. But again, that's probably 2 or 3 attacks within the first 13 laps. And at another point, I attack again just because the pace is slow, so I'm trying to slingshot out of that pace and make them chase. The sustainable team has 2 really strong riders, Brent, who just came around me here, and Sean. And so both of these guys can sprint, and so one of our strategies is to wear them down and get our sprinter Richie in a position at the end of the race. Okay, so we pick it up with 28 to go. We've been attacking all night, and as you can see through the group, Griner goes off, and Justin starts to follow. And this is such an important move. Justin raced earlier, as I mentioned, and so he's tired. He sat in all the first half of the race, and chasing down Griner is like going after a freight train. And Justin's going, and I think at this point, I don't think my boy has it. And so I get on it, and I think I'll help Justin bring this back. But as I get right about here, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I think my boy can get there. I think he can. And so I get off the gas and trust that he can get there and create a gap. And that's what happens. So once Justin makes contact, now our team can rest, which is critical at this point in the race. And so they actually stay off for a little while, but hugely helpful those couple laps. Now, here's where things get interesting. We got we're in our 5 laps to go. It all slows up. I come on the sheltered side without much room, and you can see I kind of get away without going over 600 watts. And we've been attacking all night that everyone's just beat. And so this turned into lap 30. I'm away. I probably have 10 seconds. Lap 31. I'm getting through. I'm keeping the watts above 300. Trying to get through, average about, normalized 320. Get through lap 32. Now I got 3 laps left, 2.5 left. People are starting to cheer me on. I've got some teammates on the side right there saying, let's go, let's go. I get to the bell lap up here, and I'm putting it, well, first of all, I'm putting it all out there. This is as much as I can, thinking I'm going to die and just fall off. And I turn around, and I see Sean come out of nowhere, and he's behind me. And I start ramping up. I see him. I think he's just going to tag on. Then he's coming with speed. So I start to speed up, and he just dusts me. This is mistake 1. Just because someone bridged to you doesn't mean they're going to need your wheel and they're going to latch on. And I learned that lesson massively at Orbital. I mean, Sean came by me and just like I was standing still. And I got to be ready for that in case a rider has the strength that Sean does and can just come around. Now I'm looking back going, oh man, that sucked. Can I hold off the field? Because now everyone's winding up their sprint, and I know the other sustainable guy, Brent, has a great sprint, and the other groups are wanting to go. We've got Richie on my team. I'm running out of gas here at 280. Then I just stand up. This is my last ditch effort. Sean comes in first. He's crossing the finish line now. That's how much of a gap. I try to spike it, and I just sit up. The good news, though, is that Richie uncorked that awesome sprint, came in second in the field sprint, third overall, and gave Brilliant Advice a podium finish. So well done, and we'll see you on the next Van Race Breakdown.